Rohan Patel, comic book movie. Hey, how are you?
Hi, Rohan.
Hey.
The show is awesome. It's one of the coolest looking shows I've seen in a while, outside of Westworld, of course.
Oh.
And so like Vincenzo, when you're staging these two different worlds, you have like I guess 2032 and then also the future. So what was that? What kind of challenge did that present for you? And also outside of that, I also love that you picked the SQ8 for the all those car scenes.
I think the challenge is trying to limit my own desires and imagination, because the book is so rife with like amazing images and things, and that all of them that we wanted to build and put on the screen, that we had to look at the reality of actually doing them. But I think that is the key: is that the book presents two very fascinating futures that are both reflective of each other and also at the same time wildly different. And just cherry picking like the parts that are most relevant and exciting for the story that Lisa and Jonathan Nolan and Scott Smith have put together for us.
Lisa, you've explored the future like with Westworld, but this time you explore it in a different way, where it's like we're seeing a future where the world is less populated versus in the real world we're thinking about overpopulation becoming an issue. And so like what kind of, in addition to that, what else were you like looking to, what kind of themes were you looking to explore with this series that you weren't able to prior?
The themes that Gibson brings up in this world, and it's kind of interesting, the questions that it raises. We have this beautiful, very elegant world that does feel kind of quieter and smaller, but how did we get to that point? How in the intervening years between timelines did we get to that elegant, sparse point? And that's a really great question that the series is trying to explore, and Flynn is trying to discover. Wait, what was the original question?
I think you're answering it.
I'm like, wait, I don't know. I don't know
right.
that answered everything.
And so like and also it explores like this culture of, as we see virtual reality becoming more prominent today, like, and you like accelerate that for the future, and it's like people want to escape the real world, where for Flynn, like she's escaping a lot of like trauma, and so like why do you think that's becoming like more of a popular thing, and how did you want to show like how that can actually change the world in 2099?
Look, I think the idea of escapism is embedded in this, and it's very timely right now because we've just lived through a pandemic in which we all felt very alienated and alone, and we're trapped in our homes. And we did a lot of TV watching and a lot of web surfing and social media using. And I think what we're all looking for is connection and meaning, right? To find a community outside of ourselves. And for Flynn Fisher, like for many of us, that meaning can come through gaming, right? You can be anyone, travel to any world. You can leave your own life behind for a while and forget yourself. But as for Flynn, that comes with some problems, right? Like you get so invested in this online world that you can grow disconnected from the real world. And so she's made this effort and lived in this real world now and fortified her relationships with her family and her friends. And I think those relationships, those live beating human relationships, are what sustains her and what gives her life meaning and joy, and what allows her to be brave and heroic because she has something worth fighting for. And especially in these times when I think people are still kind of reeling from, the events of the last few years, a reminder that the best way to ground ourselves, the best way to have a meaningful life, is to connect with the family and friends around us. I think that's a really, really timely reminder right now.
Yeah, absolutely. And so like when you're casting these two roles at Flynn and Jack, so like I mean, yeah, Jack Rayner's character, and so like what were you looking for characters, sorry, when you're casting Chloe and Jack in these roles as Flynn and Burton?
Well, the interesting thing about Chloe is that she is from the South, and she is all those things. She's idealistic and innocent, but she can also seriously kick ass. And when thinking about London, all I could think was, if somebody had to call me on the phone and entice me to go to the future, I'd very much like it to be Gary.
Yeah.
But you can also speak to casting and incredible Burton and Jack.
Well, I think, I have to say, I learned a lot about casting working on this show with Lisa and Jonathan, because I think they're masters at it. If you look at Westworld and how that show is cast, and you look at this one, it's not just about casting known names, it's about really finding the actor who not only embodies the role, but takes it further than you would imagine. And I really feel like not a single one of our cast disappointed me in that regard. And they were all amazing to work with. So that's what I learned from this.
Yeah.
What these guys taught me.
So I love that you filmed in North Carolina. I'm actually in North Carolina right now, so that's I'm actually still waiting to hear on my callback. So
we'll stick around for season 2.
Yeah, exactly.
But awesome. It was great to meet you, and this has been awesome. Thank you so much.
Thank you.